We're back. We're back. People, she's back. Listen, people. Welcome to Q&A Sunday for my amazing fellow fabulous makeup artist. I am your girl, makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher, and I had to take a very lengthy break because I was broken. That's it. Hey, Kenya. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, the glossy life. Oh, hello with the glossy life, honey. Hi, my nose is itching. Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Listen, people. It has been some time. I have missed you all. It has been some time. Hold up now. Hey, Layton. Hi, sweetheart. No man present. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, DeShawn. So happy you're doing better. I am. I can sit up now. Woo! I can sit up. I know y'all like, it was just a knee injury. It wasn't, it was a knee injury. It was the back of my thigh, which connected to my knee, which was giving me all this kind of weird sciatica kind of pain. And then I believe, I did not get diagnosed with this, but I do believe, according to our resident doctor downstairs, she believes I tore my meniscus. So I had this pain down the side. Then I tore my meniscus. Listen, it ain't cute. Listen. If you people are young, listen to me now. Hear me. Escuche. Let's say to the boyfriend, go to the gym. Go to the gym. Work out. Don't let your old body parts get to you, because that's basically what's happened to me. I couldn't sit for longer than 5 minutes at a time. I had to move. I couldn't sit on the sofa too long. I had to keep moving. It was painful. If that's why I couldn't sit here and do this. I just couldn't sit here for longer than maybe 5 minutes before this pain just shot down my leg. And people, listen, if you are young, able-bodied, take your ass to the gym, okay? Okay, go to thy gym and work the F out, okay? Now, I was doing that, and I have lost a couple of pounds, and I'm happy, but I think it was just all the work I was doing this summer in my garden area and all my woodwork and stuff that I was doing and building benches and all this stuff anyway. And the leg just gave out. It just gave out. I said, nah, biatch, you can't do what you think. You ain't that young. Okay. You ain't bouncing back. Okay. So that's what it told me. So I was down and out for about 2.5 weeks. And then last week, I came back to life and was able to do some things and have some fun with my girls, Miss Olga and Miss Samaya. So they dragged my ass to a hot air balloon festival. So the girl was up in the air, and what the hell else? They drag me everywhere now. So they've been dragging me around, but they're very sweet with me because they know I still have to come down steps like a 2-year-old. You know how 2-year-olds hold on to the side rail and they go 1, 2. 1, 2. That is your girl. So I have to kind of still gently come down the steps, and I still have to ice my knee and stuff, but I can sit, and that's the best part, that I can sit. So I'm thrilled to be back. I'm so happy that my ass can sit up. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hi. Y'all didn't have no questions. Now I done made a fanfare of me coming back here. Ain't nobody had no damn questions. Now, how is that possible? It's been 3 weeks. All of y'all getting some makeup artist trouble. How y'all not have no questions? I swear I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yes, sciatica is the worst ever. It really is. You know, I'm sitting here, I don't really get like ailments like in my leg. I mean, I do, they get sore, but nothing like, but then you're sitting here going, what the fuck? You know, and then he's like, wow, that really is painful. So yeah, it ain't cute, people. It ain't cute. But seriously, listen to an old lady. Take your ass to the gym. Take your ass to the gym. You hear me? Please. We just wanted you to heal. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Thank you for allowing me to heal and not be yelling at me like, where that biatch? Where'd she go? I'm here. Like I said, just too much. Too much. But I know 3 weeks ago I had a question And I'm trying to find, I have to find it on my phone because I was going to print it out. And then we have a link, so I can't print it out. But I really did want to answer girlfriend question. I had a whole ass drama myself. Now you see, already, you could have told us. It's like you could have written it down. I could have dramatically on air. You know how I like to read dramatics on air. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen, whilst already I look for this lovely question that the young lady had. I think her name is Ashley. She had for me 3 weeks ago. You can type in your drama or part of your drama. Yeah, I just want to find a question. It's a very good question too. And I think I accidentally clicked myself out. So let me see if I can just come over here and find that joint. It was a very good question. Makeup application question, which happens to a lot of us. It happened to me many years ago. So where are you? So that's my problem. I had queued, and then I pressed the button and it went away. So that's ding dong my phone. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna read that. Hold up. All righty. I'm coming back. I'm just trying to find this one little question that she had. It ain't coming up. Oh, I know what I have to do. Give me a second. Let me go here. It's a different system on the phone. Oh my God. Give me a break. Where did it go? Why is it telling me 2 years ago? And I know these questions I answered 2 years ago. Oh, crap. This is the problem with this whole system. No. All right. I think I can paraphrase what happened, but let's get to Arati, because Arati looked like she had some drama, and I'll come back to that question. She said, I had a whole ass drama myself. She said, with a bride whose hairdresser made her feel like I should have done Real Housewives makeup and lashes on the mothers who are both over 65. Arati, I have been there too. I understand. Then Arati says, to be clear, the mothers were very happy, but this hairdresser also does makeup, and I think was feeling territorial. Oh, yeah. Come on. We've all been there. I told y'all the story a long time ago, and I will always tell that story. The reason why I tell that story is to remind myself never to be reactive to somebody who's territorial again. Now, this young lady who's quite a famous hairstylist, how do I put this? How can I put this for you guys to understand? She was a complete asshole. That's how I can put it. Right? She's a complete asshole, right? Very famous hairstylist. And in fact, when I saw her and I was working with her, I was like, oh, you have arrived. You have arrived, DeShawn. Oh, look at who's doing the hair. Oh my God. She was a complete asshole. And they get territorial like that. And especially when the hairstylist secretly also does makeup. Then they start to like intercede, and they start to say stuff, and you're like, stick to what you do. And then all of a sudden, throughout my days with this young lady, I found that she whispers to me, well, you know, I make up too. I don't know what you do. First of all, you're too much in my business, and you need to back away from me. This woman is very, and still is a very pooty poo poo celebrity hairstylist. I'm telling you, you wouldn't think this kind of behavior would come out of somebody like that. But she was just straight up territorial. She was just straight up a bitch. It was ridiculous. The amount of interfering she did on that day, and your girl lost it. I lost it. I was like, what is happening? She was too much. So I understand the territorial artist. I do get it, because it's like, it's too much. Do your job, stay out of my business. I'm not in your business. I'm not here. Then why are you? Listen, when I tell you, I already told y'all, so I was looking for, she wanted like a specific pink lipstick. And I had at the time, I used to carry, I used to carry huge suitcases with me. So I was like, yo, I have every pink you can have, and I can mix it. So I'm never worried about never having enough color. But this girl, listen, she literally, to kiss this celebrity's ass, listen to me. Oh, I got it. She jumped up, ran her ratty ass, nasty ass bag, pulled out a lipstick, put it on the table. I'm telling you, filthy, disgusting. Oh, I got it. It's right here. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I said, what the F is happening? These people can get very, 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 very oddly territorial, and they interfere with us, and it's not a good look. And after days with this biatch, I lost it. Like I just did not have it in me. I did not know how to navigate this intrusion. I did not know how to. I didn't want to curse around, because I was very close to cursing her out. And I don't curse at people. I'm a cursor. I enjoy the curse. You know what I mean? But I'm not that femme flamming. Listen, I'm not, that's just not my thing. I don't do that. But honeys, when I tell you I was too close to cursing her out because she wouldn't stop. She continued to interfere the entire time. She's the type I know herself who would never leave me alone with the person. So in other words, they get their 2 hours or whatever, however long they need. They get all the time they want, and they're talking and kicking, right? Then when it's my turn, the person won't leave the room. They're standing there. They won't stop talking to the person. They don't want to do privacy, as we say, privacy. They don't want to do that. They continually stay and talk and interfere and interrupt. I don't know what the psyche is. I don't know. I really would love a psychiatrist or a therapist to come on and explain that to me, because to me, we all makeup artists, we have different disciplines. So I'm never, when I'm working with somebody and I feel like, oh, the hairstylist is in there, sometimes I go in to say hello. If they all don't mind, I stay. But sometimes, most of the time, I leave, because I want you to have your time with your client. And I foolishly expect that in return. And I notice that people don't have the respect for our craft as we can for theirs. And so I have learned to say, yeah, I need my time with her. Or if they are talking, don't talk to her now. Let me finish what I'm doing, then you can talk to her. I learned how to, at least what I always say to you guys, which is to command my chair and keep these people kind of at bay. I remember one hairstylist, I said to her, hey, could you not talk to her right now? Can you believe that you thought I had cursed her out? The way she reacted to me is like, oh, it's like that? Oh, it's like that? I was like, it's like what? I'm doing a red lip. I can't have you talking to her. I got all bent out of shape. And throughout the rest of the day, would not speak to me. Just like if I walked over and said, hey, can she be, and I was like, because I asked you not to talk to her while I'm working on it. Then I was like, bitch, bye. I don't have time to be a babysitter anymore. I don't have time to be concerned about your ass feelings anymore. It is. You want to have attitude, I'm running after you. I'm not Sutton of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where I'm running around apologizing for what I said. I'm not doing anything. I'm just like, if you have a nasty attitude because I just told you to please stop talking to her while I'm doing red lip, then it's on you. I cannot police you. I am not your mother. I'm done. So Roddy, when you said, I'm sorry, I'm diarrhea enough. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. I have nobody to talk to about this stuff. It's been 3 weeks. So I totally, look, Roddy said, exactly. I stay in my lane. I answer to who is paying me, right? Biatch, I'm not answering to you. Who are you? You are a hairstylist. My business. Totally agree. Kenyon says, I don't understand those grounds. Why be territorial when it's enough out here for everybody to get? People that truly don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in that. You know what? Listen, I think that's why, Kenya, that's why working with this young lady who was a very high, if I told you who it was, y'all like, you are lying. If I told you what this hairstylist, very high-end hairstylist, you would be shocked at her behavior behind the scenes. You would be shocked. Okay. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know what it is, and maybe we don't know what it is, and maybe we don't act that way because it's just not in us to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no need to be territorial with anything. You know, we don't. I tell you all this, all these years. What is my mantra? I don't own these clients. They don't belong to me. They don't belong to me. And that job taught me a great deal because that client had fired me. She didn't fire her. She fired me. Okay. And the reason why she fired me was because I started to get very territorial because this woman kept interfering. And I felt like, well, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be just as territorial as you. And so when the client would ask me for something, I know what I'm doing, you know, and I would say that, no, I know what I'm doing. You look beautiful, you look beautiful. Yeah. That's why I got fired. Because I wasn't listening, because I was so busy trying to insert myself in the situation when I didn't have to. When my whole job is to be with my client and make her happy, in my mind, dealing with this particular artist for 2 days, it was just too much for me. And I said, I need to feel in control. And instead of just being in control and saying to her on the side, listen, you really got to knock it off. You know what I mean? Instead of going to her, I couldn't do that because I could not, I could not contain my anger. I couldn't contain my anger. I was so angry. I was shocked, and then I was angry. And I just was like, I don't know how to articulate how I'm feeling to this particular hairstylist because all I can do right now is be violent and curse around. And I didn't have the words. I did not have the words. I did not quite know what to do. I did not have the words at that time. Now I feel like if that would happen again, the minute it happened, the minute it started to happen, I just shut her down. You see, in hindsight, being what it is, I should have just shut her down, which is just politely walk over there and pull her aside. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? And then say, hey, listen, I really, I would appreciate if you didn't offer your 2 cents. I don't need it. I'm fine. This is my client, just like she's yours. I'm not telling you how to do hair. Please stop telling me how to do makeup. But I did not have the words. I was straight. What do they say about Black women? She the angry girl. I was an angry girl. And when I get angry, I get very quiet. I don't get loud. I get real quiet. That's never. That's why I want to get quiet. That's why I want to get quiet in here. The boyfriend says, "Oh, she's quiet. What's wrong?" So he'll say, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "Yeah, but you're quiet." I'm like, "No, I'm fine. No, I'm not angry." So, but I really, alrighty. Oh my God. Seriously, in terms of ego, they are just a photographer. They are. I totally agree. I don't know what it is about hairstylists having egos are out of control. I do not understand what it is. I really do not. And everybody says, exactly. All this went down behind my back. So there was no confrontation, but we have to be mindful of letting people who are non-factors ruffle our feathers. You are so, so, so right. She ruffled my feathers and then I got fired. And then again, it wasn't like I had type of crazy outburst. And it wasn't like I was running around screaming at her. It wasn't even like that. It was, I knew for myself, I had lost myself, and I lost what I do best, which is to listen to my client. I lost that because I was so eager to be right, and I was so eager to show her, listen, bitch, this is what, you know what I mean? In my head, this is what I'm going to do. I was so eager. but I messed it up, and it was my fault. I messed it completely up because maybe she does that. Maybe she does it on purpose. See, that's the other thing that I thought of in my mind is maybe she's the type of hairstylist or person that likes to poke at people to see how far she can get. Maybe she thought if she poked at me, maybe I would explode within the client's visual. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we have these types of people in our business all the time. In the fashion, wedding, we have these types of people who will come and they will poke us as we're trying to work. That's what they do. And it's our decision to not take the bait. And I took her bait. And I ran with it. And I honestly, the next day, because I was supposed to work 3 days, I believe. And then the next day, I got fired. I knew I got fired. Like, I told the boyfriend, I was like, I'm getting fired. He was like, no. He was like, no. Because also my client was highly insecure. So she fed into her insecurity. Oh, it was a mess. It was a lot. It was a lot. But we can't allow people to and kind of push buttons. We have to be able to recognize it quickly. I did not recognize it quickly because I said to myself, wow, she's a top hairstylist, in our field. Why would she act like that? Because I work with other top hairstylists and never had this issue. Why would this particular person act like that? And to be honest, she was Black. And so I have sister to sister, which is another misnomer. We can't do that either because you just don't know what that sister got on her mind. We don't know what that sister wants to do. You see what I'm saying? So sister, all of that, we cool. We have got to go in there and just do our job. That's what we have to do, regardless of what is in the vicinity. We have to do our job. And I forgot that. And I got fired. So, I listened. As soon as you said your story already, I was like, been there. And I think we all have been there. I think anybody who does brides has definitely been there. I mean, it's not just celebrity, it's brides. It's dealing with the effed up mother-in-law or a mother or the sister or the best who really is she really or she just a bitch in waiting. Like nasty and vile that you have to deal with that. Protect your life that is happening around her so you can at least get your makeup done, collect your coins. Okay, so it happens. Just because this happened to be for me, celebrity, does not mean it can happen in almost any job that we do. It can happen. It can happen too much. So I'm sorry, Arati. I feel for you. I totally feel for you. I totally understand. I understand completely, and it's disgusting. We have to learn to get through those types of people. We just really do. Thank you for sharing a valuable lesson. You're so welcome. DC, hi, Mr. DeShawn. Hi, DC. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. So yeah, listen, that was Raji. Thank you. That was 3 weeks of me not talking to you guys, and then I had my own explosion. So listen. So the young lady Ashley, she had more of her story. I really wanted to read her story, but I cannot seem to pull it up on my phone for some reason. Her question basically was, she had a client. I'm going to say that she was doing something around the eyes, and I believe she was probably already done mostly with the face, and maybe she was going in doing some touch-ups or something. I'm not really clear. I can't pull up the question. But her issue was the client had, she powdered. So the client had, for some reason, teared up, and tears are dropping. She just didn't realize it. Same thing happened to me many years ago. And I was just like, and then what happens is when that happens, we're left with the lines that go down the face because now the powder is there. And now the tear is literally cutting into the powder. And that's why we have those lines. And she wanted to know what to do about that. And sometimes Either if you have enough time, first obviously gently blot, never press the tear in, but gently blot with a tissue or a Q-tip to get it off. And then if it dries, sometimes it dries fine, but if it doesn't dry fine, then you still have to do this either way. Whether if it's in a hurry, or you let it dry and it didn't dry correctly and you have those lines, this is what you have to do. You have to wet the whole face. So you pull out I don't have it here, but no, yeah, this is not a squeeze bottle, but you pull out and you mist the entire face. I'm not asking you to wet it down, but you mist the entire everything. And then you go over it, and then you start to just you can take a brush if you want, you can take a sponge if you want, and or your fingers, and you just kind of go over everything again, right? Everything. You're not going to disturb like the blush or whatever, but you will go over everything ever so gently to kind of buff. You're just gently trying to buff away those lines. So the reason why you do the whole face is because if you now go in and just cut the face in half like this, and you wet this side because she cried on the side, sometimes what will happen is now this side is not matching with this side. So your better bet is to just mist, and then go over everything gently and then repowder. So that would be my answer about the funkiness, because it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Hey, Kendra, I didn't see you. Kendra, right out. Hey, Kendra, right out. Nice to see you, honey. She says, hello, long time no see. I know, Kendra, long time no see. Thank you for being here, girl. Hey, Chandra. Oh, anyone else's connection bad? Is anybody's connection bad? It could also be I'm moving too much because I'm an animated person. So let me see. Chandra, if I stay still, is that any better for you? Or should I ask you, can you hear me? And is the visual kind of funky, or is it both? That's what I'd like to know. Okay, you know what has happened, Chandra? Because my ass hasn't been sitting here for 3 weeks, and I'm very excited. And I forgot that I should sit still, and I have to sit still because of the powers that be called crappy internet. And if I move too much, then the thing is going to get funky. So thank you for reminding me to sit my ass still. Thank you. Oh, my